The foods we eat can help to support our health, reduce our symptoms, stave off comorbid conditions, and possibly reduce progression. This is not going to be what I ate today video, rather what I eat daily to support my health so I can live well with my MS. The things that I consume daily to help support my neurological health and my overall health. I invite you to join me in consuming these yummy and healthy foods. As I go through the video, I will put a recipe alert in the corner of recipes that I'm going to include in a free handout that you can download using a link I'll put below. Hi, hello, and welcome. If you're new here, I'm glad that you're here. Please leave me a comment of where you're from and how you found this video. And don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any upcoming videos. Diet plays a huge role in our health. In fact, it's responsible for millions of deaths and increased disease burden yearly. But there's good news. There are things that we can do to reduce the risks and improve our health. One of the things that I eat every day is omega-3s. Omega-3s are fatty acids that are really important to cell health, and they help with remyelination. According to the Cleveland Clinic, omega-3 fatty acids help all the cells in your body function as they should. They're a vital part of your cell membranes, helping to provide structure and support interactions between cells. While they're important to all your cells, omega-3s are concentrated in high levels in your eyes and brain. We definitely want to keep our brains and eyes happy and healthy, as those are two areas that can be really affected by MS. In an article from Neuroscience News, they say a protein transports a lipid, LPC, which contains an omega-3 fatty acid, into the brain as part of the myelination process. LPC omega-3 lipids act as factors within the brain to direct oligodendrocyte development, a process that's critical for brain myelination. Oligodendrocytes are the cells that produce the myelin that coats our nerves and protects them. To make sure I get omega-3s into my diet daily, I eat flax seeds, hemp hearts, chia seeds, or walnuts. They're also found in lower amounts in soybeans, Brussels sprouts, kidney beans, and kale. I add the seeds or the hearts into my fruit smoothies, like my very smoothie or my pumpkin smoothie. They can also be sprinkled on oatmeal or used in baked goods. I also add walnuts to my oatmeal and my salads. In working with my naturopathic doctor, we also decided to add an omega-3 supplement that I will link below if you would like to check it out. A tip for the flax seeds: buy them whole and then grind up enough for a week or two in a coffee grinder or a small high-speed blender. They need to be ground up so that we can digest them and get the benefits from them. Keep both the whole and the ground seeds in the refrigerator to keep them fresh. I'm not a fan of buying already ground flax seeds because we don't know how old they are and they can go rancid. The next thing that I eat daily is leafy green vegetables. Leafy green vegetables are full of vitamins, minerals, and fiber and are incredibly good for us. I try to buy organic when I can, and I make sure to wash them really well. I love spinach, kale, arugula, or I get a bunch of mixed greens. I also like broccoli and cabbage. Dark green leafy vegetables are great sources of nutrition. They're rich in vitamins A, C, E, and K, and are also rich in many of the B vitamins. They also contain high levels of fiber, iron, magnesium, potassium, and calcium. They contain so much good stuff to keep us healthy. Vegetables like arugula, broccoli, and cabbage, the ones that have a slightly bitter or peppery taste, have a compound called sulforaphane, and it can be very beneficial for us. In a paper on sulforaphane and neurodegenerative diseases, they found that it helped mice with the mouse model of MS. It inhibited the development and progression of MS, reduced oxidative stress, inhibited the inflammation induced by T cells, increased anti-inflammatory cytokines, and protected the integrity of the blood-brain barrier. Cool. One of my favorite recipes for dark green leafy vegetables is this Mexican kale salad that has kale, black beans, corn, onion, and is dressed with lemon juice and salsa. It's so easy to make and so delicious. Eating steamed broccoli with just a sprinkle of salt is part of our regular dinner rotation too, like twice a week. It's also easy to blend greens into our smoothies. When they're mixed with the fruit, you don't even notice the greens. Another one of my favorite smoothies is my tropical green smoothie with spinach. It's cool and refreshing, and it's a great treat on hot days. The next thing I eat a lot of is antioxidants. Berries are one of my favorite ways to get antioxidants, and they're so abundant in the summer and so tasty. Frozen berries are just as good though. They're picked and frozen at their peak of ripeness, so they retain all their antioxidant goodness. Antioxidants are anti-inflammatory and help to fight oxidative stress. This can help us fight those comorbid conditions like heart disease and diabetes, and because they're anti-inflammatory, they can help to reduce pain as well. MS is an inflammatory disease, so anything that we can do to reduce inflammation is a good thing. In this paper about using antioxidants to help treat MS, they say, practically all the antioxidants tested in the experimental models of MS have shown improvement in clinical parameters in delaying the evolution of the disease and improving histological and biochemical parameters, including decreased levels of markers of inflammation and oxidative stress in the central nervous system. And yet we still hear people saying, a diet, that doesn't matter. Everything we eat has the ability to help us or harm us. Some of my favorite ways to eat berries are in my blueberry chocolate and ice cream. This is such a wonderful substitution for ice cream. It's made with frozen bananas, blueberries, cocoa powder, vanilla, almond milk, and hemp hearts. You will never miss ice cream with this recipe. Another way that I eat berries is on top of my barley and oat flour pancakes that my dear hubby makes for me. This is a great way to use those frozen mixed berries. Simply defrost them, heat them up, and then mash them up a bit. Berries also make a great addition to salads and are great on their own as a snack. Another great source of antioxidants is dried fruits like dates, raisins, and figs. Actually, any fruit has antioxidants. Munch on oranges, apples, grapes, or your favorite fruit to get the benefits of antioxidants and get a good dose of healthy fiber. Oh, and amla powder. You'll see it listed in one of my smoothie recipes. Amla powder is made from dried Indian gooseberries. It has amazing antioxidant properties, but it can be quite sour, so don't add too much. Next is fiber. Eating a large diversity of fiber is really good for our gut microbiome and can really help with digestion, and we know MS can mess with our digestion. There's mounting evidence in preliminary human studies suggesting that a dysbiotic MS gut microbiome could affect disease progression. Yeah, we really need to take care of our guts. We can get a large diversity of fiber by incorporating a range of plant-based foods, including fruits, vegetables, whole grains, beans, nuts, and seeds. I took Dr. Will Boltzewitz's course on the microbiome, and I read his book, Fiber Fueled, which I highly recommend, and I will link below. He recommends that we get 30 different kinds of fiber each week. I know, it sounds like a lot, but there's over 20,000 kinds of edible plants out there. How do I get that many types of fiber into my diet each week? I eat a lot of salads, casseroles, soups, and stews. My black bean, sweet potato, and quinoa chili has 7 different plants in it, and it's a savory, filling meal loaded with protein. My typical salads have at least 8 different kinds of vegetables in them. Some of the veggies that I put in one of my recent salads was celery, zucchini, cucumber, summer squash, yellow bell pepper, orange bell pepper, red bell pepper, purple cabbage, chickpeas, and mixed greens. My bean salad recipe is another family favorite. The lime dressing is so refreshing, and it's packed with protein. It has 6 different plants in it. If you can let it sit in the refrigerator overnight, it's even better. Well, there you have it. These are the categories of foods that I include in my diet every single day, and so can you. The link to the free handout with the recipes that I mentioned in this video are in the comments and the description below this video. What are some of your favorite ways to get omega-3s, leafy greens, antioxidants, and fiber into your diet? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoy videos like this, please be sure to like, subscribe, and share the videos. It really helps the channel and it helps it to reach more people. Thanks. And until next time, be well.